Naples. Where do I even begin? We had several, let's just say, complications getting to this city, and this combined with the negative things I had seen online made me very hesitant about it. I changed my mind on our walking tour when we saw an old palace covered in a facade to downplay its extravagancy. On its walls there were symbols that played out a beautiful melody if composed correctly. And I think this really serves as a metaphor for my time in Naples, because ultimately I came to find it so full of life. Naples has so much history and different cultures weaved into it. It is a city exploding with character, good food, and an understated, calm yet busy way of living. Although I visited for such a short time, I found its history and characteristics enchanting. I'm editing this video, just kind of wanted to elaborate on some of the things that I was saying in this voiceover. In a way, I kind of felt disappointed in myself for writing off Naples due to bad experiences and just things that I've heard about the city. Because, I mean, let's face it, like, if you look up Naples online, a lot of people will be saying that it's dangerous, it's trashy, different words like that. And I come from a city in the United States that does not have the best reputation, but I still have so much love for my city. I think it's so rich in food and people, in love and pride for our city. And so I think it was kind of sadly funny that I projected opinions onto Naples without really understanding it and only visiting for like 5 hours at that point. But yeah, just wanted to put my 2 cents in. Naples, I really struggle with picking a favorite city because we went to so many cool places on this Italy trip, but if I had to choose a city that I would want to come back to, I really do want to come back to Naples. After a very delicious breakfast and a stunning view of the city, we were off to sightsee the Amalfi coast. We didn't have enough time to spend days along the coast, so we booked a day trip bus excursion of the sorts. Our first stop was a limoncello factory just above Sorrento. It was decked out in lemons just like every place we saw along the coast, and I tried limoncello for the first time. The view from above was spectacular. I'm studying abroad a year from now, and after this, Sorrento was added to my very long list of weekend trip destinations. The water became even more magnificent when we made a quick pit stop above Positano. I was not born around water. A place by the beach is not my first idea of a vacation, but I was so captivated by the elegance of the light that reflected on the water. Even looking back at these clips, wow, I really do not have words. We then stopped in Amalfi for 3 hours and explored on our own. Amalfi really is this picturesque beach town. It has both the history and the beautiful way of life. After my mom and I split a gigantic lemon gelato and ate the most delicious pizza, we walked along the streets, window shopped, and enjoyed the peaceful bustle of tourist and local life merging together. If you know anything about me from watching these travel videos, you know that I love to people watch, and Amalfi was the perfect place to do just that. There were a group of locals in the corner of a small plaza, smoking and speaking and playing cards, and weirdly enough, that is one of my strongest memories of Amalfi in my mind. They all looked so content with life. I mean, every local I saw in Amalfi shared this similar glow. I don't know how else to describe it other than just sitting out under the sun and having a sincere appreciation for the slow, easygoing, quietly amusing bits of life. We walked along the shore, and once again, the water was so lovely. I wish I had more time to bathe under the sun by the beach or simply feel the steady breeze blow across my face, because it felt so amazing and relaxing and peaceful. I am so in awe of not just this town, but the ease and placidity exuding from every corner of it. As we left the coast and drove to Pompeii, I got super motion sick. This video is just a tiny fraction of all the small roads and twists and turns we drove through in our quite large tour bus. I dazed in and out of sleep, but wow, my stomach was not cooperating with me, and we still had an hour and a half to go. I didn't record as much of Pompeii because I used up my full sickly attention on absorbing the information our guide talked about. But what I can say about the landmark was that it was so odd to be walking on the same path as people who existed centuries before me. Mount Vesuvius in the background was eerily cool, and the city itself was enormously fascinating. Naples, Amalfi, the coast, you were wonderful. As always, I hope to be back very, very soon.